Hello and welcome to another episode of Dissertation Diaries. This is part of a mini-series that I'm putting together to explain how to use a literature matrix to simplify your life with a literature review. What I'm going to tell you is something that I pieced together from a bunch of different people and through the School of Hard Knocks. This information that I'm going to pass along with you will help you create a literature review in no time flat. It'll help you organize all your material and get it put together so that when it's time actually to write the literature review, you'll find that you write it quickly in a coherent manner, complete with synthesis, categories and subcategories, or themes and subthemes, however you want to look at it. I will help you gather your thoughts, gather all the information. I'll show you how to put it together in a cohesive manner before you write one sentence of your literature review. And when it comes to write your literature review, you'll find that it flows very easily and fluidly. You'll be able to punch out a literature review in a matter of a week or two once you have all the right pieces together. Now, I don't know why, but they don't explain to you how to do this. Nobody explained it to me. I had to learn it as I went. But I'm going to show you the process, walk you step by step. This video here is to give you an overview of what the process looks like and how to move forward with it. First of all, let me show you something I put together. It's an article funnel. If you're familiar with a sales funnel, then this will make perfect sense to you. And the first thing that you have to do for a literature review is find your relevant articles and categorize them and find information from within them. Quotes, concepts, themes. I'll walk you through how to do all of that. But the first is, you'll see here on my screen, these are the different states that an article goes through in your funnel. They start off with found. The found states just means that you have a list of articles that you found that you want to look at. What I do is when I go through a book that seems relevant, I'll highlight all the articles in the references section that look relevant. Anything that looks relevant at all, just put it on this list. Have a list somewhere, in Evernote, a spreadsheet. It doesn't matter, a Word document. Just have a list of articles. I find it's best to go ahead and put the citation in there so you can find the article later. But just have a list of articles and put it in here. When you're done, you're going to need at least 50 articles, and you're going to reject a bunch along the way. So the key here is to come up with your found articles and just keep them in the list. Then you'll do some work later, and I'll walk you through that, and you'll move them to the accepted area. An accepted article is one where you've looked it up, you've read the abstract, and you think, yeah, this is an article that would work, possibly for my dissertation. Now, the nice thing about this is an abstract you can find generally with very little effort. You don't actually have to download the article. Abstracts are freely available. So you look at your found article, you go find the abstract, you read it, and you make a decision. Should I reject it? Or should I keep moving forward? Once you've accepted it, then it becomes part of this accepted group here in this funnel. Now you'll notice that the accepted area is smaller than the found area because some of these articles you will reject. At some point, you're going to look at your list of accepted articles and you're going to go through and download them. Download them and file them somewhere. I use Evernote. I'll explain that later in another video. The important thing to note is that you've downloaded the article and you've got it there with the citation in a database somewhere. Again, I use Evernote. The next step then is to take it and read it. Read the article. And by the way, you'll notice this pending area is smaller than the accepted area because some articles you'll download and you realize they're just not right, or you can't download them, or you can't find them, or they're out of print, or whatever. So fewer articles will make it into the pending category. Again, once they're in pending, then what you do is you go through and you'll read them and highlight relevant sections. Once you do that, you move them into the marked up state. In my case, what I've done is put these into an Evernote database. I have different notebooks in Evernote for these different areas. I'll read it, mark it up, and move it over into the marked up notebook within Evernote. You'll notice in the marked up, it also has a smaller area than the pending. Some articles you'll go through, you'll read them, you'll mark them up and find out they're just not relevant. They don't add anything. Move those to the rejected pile. But the ones that make it through that are marked up, leave them in the marked up notebook or the marked up list. Again, I download them as PDF and leave the citation information in there. Finally, after you've gone through the marked up article, you'll come back later and go through the marked up article, and you'll take the relevant portions and move it into your literature matrix. I'll talk more about the literature matrix later, but that's the next step, is to put it into the literature matrix so that you can actually use it later. I'll walk through that.